Hello, my little artists. Now that we've learned all about Egypt, it is time to draw a picture of Egypt. So we are going to be creating this cool landscape today with some pyramids in the background and a camel right up here in the foreground. So get your pencil. I've got my Sharpie. Paper is going landscape long today. First thing we need to do is write our name at the top. Remember, write small in case you mess up on the front, and then you can flip your paper over on the back. So I wrote my name, flipping my paper over, and now it is time to begin. Now, as you can see, the camel takes up pretty much the entire piece of paper, okay? He is the most important thing in our drawing. So we are going to start right about here, over here on the left, just above the middle. And we're going to start with this line. We're going to curve down and then go back up. And then it's kind of like a diagonal line for his back. So we got to get his neck, curve up for his hump, and then back down. And that's going to go all the way across our paper. Okay? So we'll start here. And I want to curve down, curve up for the hump, and then back. So it kind of looks like a check mark or the Nike swoosh, and then it curves back down. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to add his back leg in. So I'm going to start here where I ended. See where I end right here? And I'm going to curve sideways rainbow and then come down a little bit. So it curves in and then it's just a little shallow rainbow. So big rainbow, little rainbow. So big rainbow and little rainbow down. Then I'm making a rainbow around and up, kind of like a letter C. Then his leg's going to come up to about where his knee's at. You can go ahead and give him the little curve line down there for his toe. And then from this line, we're going to curve, and then go diagonal up. So I'm going to curve and go diagonal up. That's going to make his back leg. Then I'm going to draw the underside of his belly, which kind of goes right underneath his hump. And it's just like a little, not even quite a smiley face. But I'm not going to start up here. I come down a little bit and just draw a little line over. Doesn't even come all the way over to his neck. Now his front leg has got some more curves on it. Let's take a look. We're going to come down, curve in, curve out, curve in and out. So it's kind of like a little wavy line. So we're going to do this in stages. I'm going to start here and I'm going to draw a diagonal line down, just a little one. Then I'm going to curve out and back in, out, in. Then I'm going to curve out again. Then we'll draw a line over and up for his foot, and you can draw that curved line there for his toe. This one, I'm going to come up, curve out for his knee, and then it's going to curve toward his neck. So I come up, curve out for his knee, and then it curves up kind of towards his neck. And again, if yours doesn't look exactly like mine, that's fine. It doesn't have to look like mine. Doesn't have to look exactly like mine. Okay, now what we're going to do is we've got the first part of his belly here. So we need to come over here and then we're going to curve it up for his neck. Okay, so see how the belly looks like it connects behind that leg and then it curved up to his neck. Okay, now we're going to draw a big smiley face over the middle of this line. So you see how I've got the smiley face here? The middle of my smiley face touches the bottom part of his neck. Big smiley face. And then if you look, see how I've got the letter C right here? You see the letter C? I'm going to make a letter C right here for his bottom lip. Then I'm going to start in the middle of his lip and make a big rainbow line right here. And then from here, I need to curve all the way up and back around to the back of his neck. I'm going to give him a little line there for his nose. Now for his eye, I'm going to draw a horizontal line and then a rainbow underneath. And then a rainbow line with a line in the middle for his ear. Then we need to add his other two legs and his tail. And then all we got left to do is the palm tree, the sand, the pyramids, and the sun, which the sun's gonna be pretty easy. Okay, so we're gonna start with his front leg. So this one is going to start right here, and it's a diagonal, and then it curves and goes diagonal again. So watch. Diagonal, little smiley face, diagonal. And you don't want it to come all the way down to this one, because this leg, we want it to be up a little bit, and that's going to make it look like it's further back on our picture. Then I'm going to curve out, around, and back up, kind of like a sideways letter C, with a little line for his toe. And then I'm going to do the same thing I did. I'm going to come up, curve out, but then this time it's going to curve back up to his neck. So come up, draw the other curve of his knee, and then it's going to curve up towards his neck. So there's his front leg. Okay, now for his other back leg, we're going to start here with a rainbow line and then another longer one. So we'll start on the middle of his back thigh, little rainbow line, and then big rainbow line. And again, I want this one, don't bring it all the way down to this one, we want it up a little bit. Curve up and around. Give him a toe. You kind of want these two to be about on the same line. They need to be about level, and then these two are going to be a little bit off kilter, but that's okay. And then to do the front part of this leg, I'm just going to curve in and up. Big smiley face. And now I've got all 4 legs of my camel. And again, if yours doesn't look exactly like mine, that's fine. As long as you've got the big hump, everybody will know it's a camel. Okay, so now we need to do his tail. So I'm going to start here and I'm going to draw a diagonal line down and one right underneath it. And then I want this to kind of curve and then meet in a point. So I'm going to curve out and then a diagonal, curve out and a diagonal. Curve out, diagonal, curve out, diagonal. It kind of looks like a heart, but we didn't draw the middle part. So it's the same motion as making a heart, you just didn't start it together. And that gives him a tail. So finish up your camel, and then we're going to add in the palm trees and the pyramids. Okay, so for the palm tree, I'm going to start over here, and I'm going to draw a curved line down towards the back of his leg. And don't start up too high because we need room for the fronds at the top. So curved line. Now for my second one, it's going to start off, see how the palm tree is kind of skinny at the top and then it gets wider at the bottom? But when I do this line, I want to curve it so it starts off close and then gets wide at the bottom. And then you just kind of draw a little squiggly line under for the sand. And then we're going to add some smiley faces going up our palm tree. And they get littler as they get to the top. Okay, now to do the palm, I'm going to start up here and I'm going to draw a rainbow line to the right and a rainbow line to the left. So it kind of looks like a bird. And then I'm just going to make some zigzag lines going back. That's how you make a palm leaf. Curve line and then some zigzag lines. Okay, so we'll start from the middle. Curve over to the right. Curve over to the left. And then zigzag lines back towards the middle. I'm going to do one right here in the middle. Coming up. And we'll do some zigzag lines down. And this time the zigzags are going to stop on top of this line. And that's okay. And we're going to do one more. And I'm going to start here on one of my zigzag lines and curve out, because this one's going to look like it's behind this one. So I've got this one, I'm drawing this one behind it. So I'm going to do some zigzag lines, and this time I went all the way back here, but I don't like the way that looks. So this time I ended it on this line, and it really makes it look like it's behind it all. And now we got a palm tree. Palm trees are pretty easy to make. Just curved lines and zigzags. And before we get, we're just going to draw a big circle up here in the top for our sun. So I drew a big circle above your camel's head for the sun. Then we're going to draw our pyramids. So I'm just going to pick a spot over here and make a dot. And I'm going to draw a diagonal to the left, diagonal to the right, like the top of a triangle. And then I'm going to come down below my two lines and make a dot right in the middle. And then I'm going to draw a vertical line up to the middle. So now it kind of looks like an arrow. Now from the bottom, I connect with a diagonal line to the right and a diagonal line to the left. And now I've got a pyramid. Now before we draw the last pyramid, we're going to go ahead and add the line of the sand. Now as you can see, my sand line looks like it goes behind this pyramid, all four of his legs, and the palm tree. So what we're going to have to do is just like we did when we did our great wave, and we had to stop and go on the other side of the wave to draw the lines of the sun, we have to do the same thing here. I'm going to start and draw a line, stop at my pyramid, go to the other side, stop at the camel legs, and it's just going to slowly curve back up. And I just go all the way across my paper. And yours doesn't have to look exactly like mine, but it kind of dips down and then goes back up. Little hill. And then we're going to add one more pyramid back here in the back. So I'm going to come over to the right from this pyramid, make me a dot, diagonal line down to the sand on the left, diagonal line to the sand on the right, and a horizontal line down. And now it looks like there's a pyramid on the other side of that sand dune. And now we have a picture of a camel in the Egyptian desert. So I hope you guys had fun learning about Egypt today and learning how to draw this camel in an Egyptian landscape. And you guys can color this. As you can see, I would have colored my sand yellow, the sun yellow, and then the palm tree, the camel, the pyramids brown, palm leaves are green, and then the sky, of course, is blue. So you have the rest of art today to color your pictures. And I hope you guys have fun. And until next time.